What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. And I'm back with some more boxing, man. Let's get it. Oh, we gonna talk about it. Y'all know we gonna talk about it, man. Hey, this shit is crazy, man. Yes, I'm still at home. I'm not in LA yet. Oh, we got some shooters, top shotters in the building. They ready for war. I said my shooters ready for war. Let's get it, man. Gang, gang. We gonna talk about everything. Listen, I almost didn't even make a video, but hey, how's it say we got one person watching, but it's like several of you guys leaving comments? Doesn't even make sense. Smash the like button. I run YouTube. I almost didn't even make a video about this because I don't like to promote foolishness. You know what I mean? Let me rephrase that, because sometimes I talk about whatever, drama, but sometimes I don't, when it's something's too foolish and it's not even worth it, I'm like, should I even talk about this, to be honest? Triple G saying he has a bigger, stronger resume than B-Hop. Really? Ryan Garcia talking too much, give him Davis. That ain't gonna happen. Oscar ain't gonna make that. He ain't gonna make that. At least anytime soon. But shout out to my dude Ryan Garcia. Listen, the dude is... How you mad at Ryan Garcia? He feeling himself. But y'all ain't mad at what Triple G just said. Or when Abel Sanchez said black fighters don't sell and all this and that. Like, come on. Ryan Garcia, he's still like coming of age and trying to, you know what I mean, get his feet wet. Triple G's a grown ass man, you know what I mean? He said my resume, big, strong, better than Bernard Hopkins or some shit. Like I said, I swear to y'all, I almost didn't do this video, but I'm doing it for the army because I do. I have a pledge and a pact to you guys to, you know what I mean, try to give you guys updated information, different perspective, my perspective and that. So we got to talk about it, but I almost didn't do this video just because it's like, you know what I mean, it's not even debatable what he's saying, and not in a good way. I'm not saying this, what he's saying stands. I'm saying there's no comparison. Listen, Bernard Hopkins, y'all don't want this. I promise you, man. Y'all don't want this. Y'all don't want this work. Please, I hope we get some hot seats. I promise y'all don't want this work. This is not what you want. What you want me to do? I'm sorry. This ain't the work you want. I promise. You shouldn't even try to argue this. I understand having favorite fighters and guys you like and all this, but don't do this. Shout out to my dude D Bevel the champ. I seen him when I was in Vegas last time. He said, what up from Vegas though? $5 super chat. We got the $5 holla for the squad, for the Eagle Army. Let's get it, man. But listen, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. You know, if you like me, that's cool. If you don't like me, that's cool. But learn to pick your battles. Learn to pick your battles. You guys gonna fuck around and keep listening to whatever Eddie Hearn says, or, you know what I mean? I'm not even gonna do the corrupt thing and call out a bunch of names, but I'm just saying, you hear like the Eddie Hearn, the Abel, or whoever says what in this boxing game, and you gonna run with that, thinking it's sweet, and thinking, yeah, they got a solid point, without thinking through on your own accord, and without deciphering and deciding if this is legit, if this makes sense. And they're leading you astray, because these guys are all millionaires. Eddie Hearn, Golovkin, all these motherfuckers got money. Some of y'all don't. You know what I'm saying? So they can say whatever they want and still have a comfortable life. You still got to work on, you know what I mean, building your life, for the most of us. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, be careful who you listen to in this game, because people say whatever for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Different agendas, different profiles, and, you know what I mean, just everything's different. Shout out to Jamba Juice, you heard? Let's get this roll call out of the way. I'm probably gonna push my flight back anyway. I already missed the press conference. But we thugging. We still mobbing though. City, state, zip, where y'all from? Rep where you from in the comment section. One time for your mind. Check it. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Tell me in the comments where y'all at? Where y'all from? Let's get it. Shout out to the Bronx. Wrench Mafia just joined. Funky Town. Sheffield into his house. Shout out to Basically. Shout out to Realistically. Sheffield. Somerville, Georgia. Broward County, Florida. Daly City 650. That's my backyard. Shout out to Timbuktu, Chicago, Garfield Park Boxing, San Antonio 210, I see you, Orlando, Florida, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, another South Carolina, Miami, Coatesville, PA. What's poppin', blood? What's good with everybody? Garden City, Kansas, home of the quitter Victor Ortiz and punch drunk Brandon Rios. Why you gotta say that? Blackpool, Boston, North Carolina, Colorado, Bryan, Texas, Detroit 313, Queens, New York. Not everyone from Sheffield talks like that, for the record. Kel is special. Hey, you don't talk like that, basically. So realistically, I'm at my weight, and my weight is shout out to Sheffield. New York, Harlem. Shout out to Harlem, yo. You get smacked silly. And I was already on fish and spaghetti. You read with your people. Shout out to Waco, Texas, Houston, Texas. See, Texas being here deep. South Africa. Let's get it. JHB. Let's get it. Tri-Cities, WA to Boise, Idaho. Let's get it. Orange, New Jersey. This is the wave, people. We working. You see, I'm internationally known, maybe, but actually there are few people to know how I am naturally. All you know is that I can act irrationally. Let's get it, man. We working. We international known. State to state. We in your area. Coming through your stereo. Causing mass hysteria. Let's get it. 314, Texas. Gang. Daniela, I love you, Boxingego, because you're very smart. Thank you very much. We just working, people. I love all the fans, too. The Black Channel, they're just mad that Golovkin's better than Hopkins. The Black Channel. You know, this don't have shit to do with being black channels and all that bullshit. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all how the racists work. I'm gonna tell y'all how the racists work. The racists, their job, their duty, their allegiance, their pledge is to oppress whatever race. And usually, just so y'all dumb fucking idiots know, if somebody is truly racist, then oftentimes they don't care. They don't care about what you talking about, just like they don't care what that race is talking about. Right? Like, you look at Donald Trump. He's targeted Mexican people. He's targeted Muslims. He's had stuff to say about blacks. The Black Channel. Right? So, listen, I actually forgot one thing in the title. So let me, I gotta update the title real quick. And I was gonna put in the title, so I'm putting it now. Kanye West is a coon. Breaking news. Kanye West is a fucking coon. Get him the fuck up out of here, man. And like, musically, I respect Kanye. Like, you know what I mean? I have his albums and stuff. But I don't know if it was after his mom passed or what. But this man is off his rocker. And it's sad to see. Very sad to see, people. But we're going to talk about all that on this show. We're going to talk about it all. Hey, 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 oh, yeah, hey. That man Kanye is like in a sunken ass place. You know what the thing is? I feel like me, no matter how big I get, one great advantage I have is my parents raised me right. You know what I'm saying? My upbringing. Like, I'm not even a material person in that way. Like, you know what I mean? But that dude Kanye, he got mental. He talking about, for those who don't know why I'm saying this, maybe don't watch TV as much or whatever. Kanye West said that, he says, wow, you guys were slaves for 400 years? Sounds like a choice to me. Shout out to Kamal Oz, $5 super chat. I've been waiting for this. Funny how the media doesn't ask Abel about Danny honestly critiquing Triple G's opponent selection or Ryan Garcia's dad's comments. I didn't hear what Ryan Garcia's dad said, but let me finish. I'm going to talk about Kanye real quick. He's a fucking coon, man. I don't care who you are, where you're from. I don't care if you like his music. Oh, but Otis was the good. Oh, but the Kanye word. I don't care about none of that. He's a coon. He made a statement on, I think it was TMZ, and he basically said that black people, African Americans, or slaves in general, that were taken from their land and, you know what I mean, colonized. He said that it was a choice for them to do that. That's that. I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay. That's the stupid. So listen, and don't try to lie and say I'm anti-Semitic and all this shit. That's just like saying the people in the Holocaust, they chose to go to concentration camps. They should have got out. Like, what the fuck? You sound stupid. You know what I'm saying? The Holocaust was an atrocious, one of like the biggest black eyes in history, as was slavery, as was the what you've seen happen to the Native Americans. Shout out to R Will, $5 super chat. Ego, you mean Kanye? Yeah, Kanye West, yeah. Listen, that's a classic case of the victims being blamed. Like, listen, I don't care where you're from. Some of you guys maybe are, let's say, for example, maybe you're a racist. Fuck you, right? If you have to take something, then, like, wow. But let's say that's like a girl getting raped, and you're like, yeah, she shouldn't have had cleavage out. How you gonna blame the victim? She shouldn't have wore that low-cut top if she didn't want Nikki to rape her. Like, you sound stupid as fuck. You know what I mean? It was a choice. She had a choice to wear that top, so she got raped. Like, what are you talking about, bro? I mean, these comments are just crazy. Rayshawn Smith, $5 super chat. Triple G has never fought a tough guy like Robert Allen, William Joppy in his prime. These white guys and Kanye's are goofy for Triple G. Listen, we gonna talk about all of it. Hey, y'all let's get this really turned up. Y'all gotta smash the like button. I don't know where we at. I don't know you be. I don't know you lost him. But yeah, Kanye's tripping, talking about it was a choice. So that's like saying the Jewish people that were eradicated in the Holocaust, that was a choice for them too. It was a choice for the Native Americans to have their villages and their tribes and their women killed, slandered, raped, pillaged. Get him the fuck up out of here. Kanye sounds stupid. Listen, I had to do that quick rant. We might talk about Kanye a little bit more, but let's talk about the other situation in boxing, or in boxing, the other situation that's in boxing, and that Triple G even having the audacity to compare his resume to Bernard Hopkins. Like, I don't like if you look at a resume is not just who you beat, it's who you were willing to step in with. You know what I'm saying? That's how I view a resume. Like Bernard Hopkins, yes, he lost to Roy Jones, and then years later, you know what I mean, maybe even decades later, he beat Roy Jones, but he was man enough to fight Roy Jones way back then, and he came a long way after that loss. You know what I mean? And for Triple G to say his resume is better in any capacity, in any way, right? MOS says stop race baiting. Hey, for Triple G or his team or anybody to, that's disrespect. See, that's one thing I don't like in this boxing game is when you disrespect legends. Lomachenko's cool. I was just at his media day. He's a cool dude. He's athletic. He's a good fighter. don't disrespect history. Don't disrespect the legends. Like you ain't never once heard me. Picture this, and this is obviously because I have much love and respect for the people who came before me, the real motherfuckers, right? But what if I got on here and I was like, yeah, Bert Sugar, he was aight. Emmanuel Stewart, he was aight. I'm the best commentator. Well, you know what I'm saying? I'll let the people decide where, when it's all said and done, where ego ends up. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of like the Hall of Fame and, you know what I'm saying? Like what I gave to the game and shit like that. You don't come in here like and disrespect the people that paved the way. You have never heard me say nothing bad about like Bert Sugar or Emmanuel Stewart. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't come in like disrespectful. Now, there are people like, let's say Jim Lampley, who have paved the way, like in a sense, you know what I mean? Because they just said on HBO is his 30 year, but he's saying crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Bert Sugar was like a rest in peace to him and Emmanuel Stewart. They're like boxing historians / trainers and stuff. And they were never really like disrespectful. They were never really, to me, like oppressing anybody. They were just giving their take, their spin. Jim Lampley, some of what he does, I think harms boxing with his narrative. And bang, bang, again, bang. Like Pacquiao's not even hitting these punches. What you talking about? Bang, bang, bang and all that. So, but anyway, bottom line is this. I don't make it my business or go out of my way to insult those who came before me. If you're talking reasonable, then we don't have any issue. You know what I mean? I respect my elders. I respect the people that came from before me. So, and this is the other thing. Okay, Jim. Listen, this is the other thing. Mark Tillman, you sound dumb as fuck. Triple G in his prime versus B-Hop is a close fight. Based on what? Okay, see, this is what idiots like you be doing. Yeah, it's a close fight. So you can't just have Triple G in his prime. You have to talk about a prime Bernard Hopkins too. So talk about the Bernard Hopkins that beat Kelly Pavlik. Kelly Pavlik had all the power in the world. He might even be stronger than Golovkin, to be honest. To be honest. They fight a little different, but power, Kelly Pavlik might have more power than Golovkin. He was big, you know what I mean? Shout out to Youngstown, Ohio. Let's get it. So, he might even have more power. And B-Hop destroyed him. And made it look easy. Before Sergio Martinez. You know what I mean? Bernard Hopkins, see, y'all disrespectful, man. Like, straight up. And listen, if you're going to be that ill-informed, this is not the channel for you. Because most of you guys don't even know shit about anything like past boxing. Like, I'm not gonna claim, oh yeah, I remember when Joe Louis fought Richie Valens. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like a boxing historian where I know every single opponent of Joe Louis in his first 30 fights, or when Julio Cesar Chavez was at the Alamo Dome and he fought against Hector Munscario. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know every fucking detail, but I do know the outline. I do respect the game. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you young pups, you millennials, you don't even know like 2000s boxing. You don't even know what B-Hop did in 2005. Some of you motherfuckers wasn't even born. You know what I mean? You just know recent, but you know Mayweather, Conor McGregor, and you know what happened maybe in the last 5 years or so. But if you don't do your history, right? If you don't do your history and research, or like Kanye said, you ain't been doing the education, then hush up. You know what I mean? Bernard Hopkins, that man jumped up 2 weight classes, fought Antonio Tarver, who beat Roy Jones by stoppage. He lost to him in the first fight. See, I know my shit. And then that fight was supposed to be a suicide mission for B-Hop. And it did good ratings. Shooters, just start clapping. Because I'm not even worried about what the haters talking about. Because I know they can't beat me on this. Shooters, just start clapping. If anyone's talking stupid, clap them. Anyway, B-Hop beat Roy Jones in the rematch. He beat Felix Tito Trinidad. He beat Kelly Pavlik. Even when he was old, you know what I'm saying? He's competing with young, fresh guys like Jean Pascal, right? He's beating guys who are big punchers and much younger. Tavoris Cloud and B-Butt Shubinov or B-Boo Shubinov, whatever the fuck his name was. I think he had a version of the belt. He was man enough to fight against Kovalev when the motherfucker was like 101. You know what I'm saying? So he was older, and he was still down to scrap with Kovalev. Like, what are we talking about, people? B-Hop, when he fought Kovalev, was probably 15 to 20 years older than what Triple G is now. And then mention Triple G versus Jermall Charlo. I dare you. I dare you to mention that to Triple G diehard radical fans, and you'll hear a whole bunch of nothing. Oh God, why would Triple G fight? He can't even go to a Texas gas station and outsell Triple G, and kind of like, shut up. All y'all do is talk stupid shit. Listen, that's my new shit. Charlo like the boogeyman, it's seeming like. So Charlo's the candy man of the division, or at least for Golovkin. Maybe I think the other guys will fight him, like Andrade or Jacobs or something. But for Golovkin, anytime somebody says something like a radical groupie, just say Charlo. That's all I want y'all to do. Yeah, but Triple G's the best at Charlo. Yeah, but Charlo. That's all you have to do. Just say Charlo. That's the new shit. You know what I'm saying? These fans want to be disrespectful. We gonna disrespect whatever you talk about. Yeah, but Triple G beat a dump Charlo. That's all I'm gonna say. Charlo. Remember when Tupac was like, they're like, you have any comments, Pac? He's like, Thug Life. That's my comment. Thug Life. Charlo, that's my comment. Charlo. Yeah, but Triple G beat Razak. Charlo. Lines only. That's my comment. Lines only. Charlo. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about Bernard Hopkins, who was like 50 or whatever fuck age, 1,000, Shang Tsung and shit from Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? He was whatever age, still down to fight Kovalev. Charlo. Right? And are we really, is this really something we're addressing? Like, B-Hop, win, lose, or draw, he was at least game. He's a throwback fighter. And he was willing to fight Kovalev late in his upper years when he was advanced. Really? And keep it all the way funky. See, y'all don't want me to turn it to Eagle Valley. I promise you that. I promise you don't want that. But to keep it all the way funky, B-Hop called out Golovkin when he was still an active fighter. He said he would fight Golovkin on more than one occasion. So if you better than him, do that Highlander shit. If your resume is better, fight him. Y'all could have met at a catchweight, I'm sure. B-Hop, he's kind of light. B-Hop's an all-time great. And you know what the trip about this whole thing is? In my honest opinion, B-Hop be cooning. Like, there's often times where he be cooning. Cooning for the cameras. Cooning O'Brien. So, but the thing is, I'm a real motherfucker. I'm a real person where even though I think Bernard Hopkins puts his tap dancing shoes on in certain interviews and whatnot, I still respect the man. Anybody who could go to the pen for 9 years, take early career losses like Roy Jones Jr. or whatever, and have to learn on the job, comes from Philly, which is a place that, you know what I mean, it's not necessarily like, it's not Beverly Hills. Go to jail for a decade, come back and reinvent yourself, you got my respect. Despite, even though I think he be doing some cooning shit, I still respect the man. I think he's a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he fought Hall of Famers. Like, what are y'all really talking about, man? Y'all need to go watch tennis or something. Go watch tennis. Charlo. Listen, you guys don't have to put ego, I got a question. It's a live stream, open forum. You don't, hey, I got a question. Like, it's not like a classroom. Y'all can just type. If I see your question, then I'll try to answer it. No, shout out to tennis. Shout out to Serena Williams, but some of y'all gotta watch tennis. Y'all know shit about boxing. Go watch tennis. But anyway, yeah, like, I don't agree with everything B-Hop says, but I respect the man. And then, like, everything with me, at least, it's a case-by-case basis. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, when Bernard Hopkins gets on the camera, he's talking about Mayweather versus Conor McGregor or some shit. I probably not gonna agree with what he's saying, because he starts saying stuff like, basically, Floyd's not a boss, and it's his team that's making all these brilliant decisions. But either way, Floyd gets the credit because he was smart enough to assemble that team. If a motherfucker can't read, or whatever y'all say about Floyd, and he's a woman beater, and he's ghetto, or whatever the fuck you say, if he's smart enough to assemble the Al Haymans of the world, get Leonard Ellerby on his staff, and you know what I mean, get Harvard graduates and people that can help him in that capacity to the point where it trickles down, and he's the one that's making $1 billion in the sport and generating all these gross, then what Bernard Hopkins said about that on The Breakfast Club, to me, is hate. Because you keep saying, oh, Floyd's not his own boss. Everybody has somebody that they work with. Like, that's like saying me, YouTube, on YouTube, I've grown, but it's not entirely me. You know what I mean? A lot of it is me, like the hustle and editing and the voice and putting the videos together, the face. But I can't say I did every single aspect and no one's ever helped me. You know what I'm saying? So it is about part of who you put on your team. Tax bitch ass says Kanye is a coon for leaving the plantation. Negro, please. Block this idiot. I don't have time for this dumb shit. I got planes to catch. Block this tax bitch ass biatch or whatever. I could tell you a troll with that name. Like, who else? Call me tax biatch bitch ass. Like, the fact that you put that as your name. Clap him. Shooters. His name is tax bitch ass or something like that. Clap him. I'm not trying to hear what he's talking about. We about to have a clapathon. We clapping every dumb shit in the comment section. It's a clapathon. Charlo. Anyway, to compare Triple G's resume to B-Hop is foolishness. Other thing I don't like about, and what's disrespectful, Igor says, "Sup, Ego, how's life?" Life is good. I'll be in LA later. I'm enjoying life. You know, I got my hair cut. You know what I mean? Got a little wavy on them. Look at the little shadow taper. Yeah, so yeah, life is good. The other thing I don't like about comparing to legends is because their careers are over. Don't tell me about a motherfucker whose career is still going on with somebody whose career is ended. You know what I mean? That's not fair, because we don't know how it'll end up for Golovkin. You know what I mean? If Golovkin fights Charlo, we don't know what the outcome is going to be. I mean, until it happens, we could prophesize and we could guess and speculate. But until he fights him, we don't know. We don't know what happens if he fights Demetrius Andrade. We don't know what happens in the Canelo rematch. We don't know what happens if he fights Billy Joe Saunders. So at the end of the day, stop comparing. See, and listen, I'm not dumb. I understand business. Trust me, I do. I have my own business. You know what I mean? But you got to look at it like this. You notice how when somebody has like an album out or some shit, and let's say like their album or let's say Kim Kardashian. We'll use a female for this. Ladies can get it too. Let's say Kim Kardashian has a new makeup line and she launches it, and then it's not selling like it was projected to sell. And then all of a sudden, days later, after this makeup, a sex tape will drop. So it's like, oh, the whole net broke the net talking about Kim Kardashian. Or she'll do that magazine spread where she's on the cover of a magazine and she's oiled up and her ass is showing. You know what I mean? So conveniently, you're dropping a new app or you got this makeup line, and all of a sudden this magazine, this where it's showing your cheeks, your cakes, you know what I mean? That debuts right during the middle of that whole thing. You get what I'm saying? So it's no mystery to me that, in my opinion, one of the craziest things that I've heard from the Team Triple G camp is right in front of a fight that is not gaining much traction. You know what I mean? With Vanes Martirosyan. So you never know. Sometimes they implant stuff like that. to get people talking and keep people buzzing. But like for me, my thing is this: I'm not out here trying to be controversial. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here just gonna say whatever for clicks, or I'm just saying what I really feel, what I really mean. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if that's how you get down and you want to just say Kanye West level things like, yeah, people chose to be slaves, or hey, my resume is better than Bernard Hopkins. If you're doing all that just to sell a fight, that's, to me, that's kind of pitiful, because I'm a hustler. I'll fight if I don't have to say nothing that I don't believe in. Like, I could get on here right now and do some controversial shit. Like, I could get a holy Bible. You know what I mean? I'm in hotels all the time. They have Bibles in the hotels. I could take one and then just start burning the Bible on, you know what I mean, on camera. That would be controversial, right? You know what I mean? Because that would be like disrespectful to the Bible. I could easily do that. I can get American flag and then light it on fire. Or I can get the British flag and be like, Joshua, fight Wilder for the 50 million, and burn a British flag. I'm not doing all that because that's not how I feel. Trucker Pound Game says, Kanye a Coon, nigga, you tripping. All right, you in the hot seat. How am I tripping? Buster, let's go. I don't have time for the foolishness. Okay, I'm tripping. How am I tripping? You in the hot seat. All right, Trucker Pound Game. Your game about to get pounded. Pause. How am I tripping? And we'll see what the fans think. How am I tripping about Kanye? I seen you've been putting dumb comments. You obviously were begging for this work, so how am I tripping? Shooters, get ready. I got something for y'all. I got a little surprise for y'all. Hey, Trucker, you gotta hurry up. We're not waiting for you. You know what I mean? You're not gonna mess up our numbers. How am I tripping? How is Kanye not a coon? It's gonna be fun because I know what I'm saying is real. And I know a lot of people relate. So let's hear people relate to your standpoint. Come on, Trucker. Block Trucker. We're not playing no games. He's clearly ducking. And he's going to be buried so far, and everyone else is commenting but him. Block him. Shooters. Hey, Finkley, don't even worry about it. Because we're not... He says, well, first of all, you're getting emotional. Block him. I don't care what you're talking about. Block him. He said, fuck. Look at his comment. Hey, he said, fuck you, dude. All right. Shooters, clap him. He wasted everybody's time. Yeah, he responded to the graveyard because that's where he's at. Fuck what he talking about. Listen, he took forever. Then I said block him, then he gonna respond. Get him out of here. I put Trucker on a stretcher. Now he carried away. Get it? Carried away? I said I put, oh, bars. Oh my God. I said I put Trucker on a stretcher. Now he getting carried away. Get it? Carried away? You're out of there. Stream King. Bars. Anyway, anybody else? Y'all, anybody believe Triple G, his resume as of right now? What's today? May 2nd? Is there anybody out there that believes Gennady Golovkin has a better resume than Bernard Hopkins? Conveniently, the week before the fight that is not gaining the typical Golovkin type of fanfare. Anybody? Because if nobody agrees, then we can just move on. There's other stuff to talk about in boxing. That's why I said I didn't even want to do this, because I didn't think nobody out there is really believing that. You know what I mean? Like, who's really out there like, yeah, Triple G's current? Who? Okay, so Adama's equivalent to Kelly Pavlik? You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker Bernard Hopkins fought Pascal twice. He fought Roy Jones twice. Okay, name anybody that Golovkin fought twice that's Roy Jones. You know, even if he fought Canelo. Canelo ain't no Roy Jones. To be honest, I love Canelo. But he ain't no Roy Jones. And Bernard Hopkins actually beat him in the second fight. So what are we talking about, people? You know what I mean? Is Willie Monroe equivalent to where Jean Pascal was when Bernard Hopkins fought him? Who's Golovkin's Tito Trinidad? Martin Murray? David Lemieux? Is that Tito-esque? Who Tito was as a person? I don't even think Bernard Hopkins was the favorite. I know a Puerto Rican cat. This is a true story. True story. I don't gotta lie. I know a Puerto Rican cat from New York, and he told me, because he was young when it happened, like, I don't know how young he was, but he was young. He told me his family, because they're Puerto Rican, they had a big ass block party, because you know what I mean, Tito had New York and areas with, you know what I mean, the barrio, you know, he had it lit. A lot of Cubans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans in New York. So he had it pumping. Like, there's a lot of good music out, good food. Tito Trinidad, I think he had Big Pun walk him out. I don't remember, but I know Big Pun walked him out to something. I think it was the B-Hop fight. I don't know. Dead in the middle of Little Italy. Little did we know that we riddled to middlemen who didn't do diddly. Y'all can correct me y'all stop me when I stop telling the truth. Somebody fact check me. I know Big Pun walked out Felix Tito Trinidad. I want to say it was for the B-Hop fight. You guys let me know if it was that fight. Dead in the middle of Little Italy. Little did we know that we riddled to middlemen who didn't do it. Oh my God. So I believe if you got Big Pun and shit, you can catch me in the Cherry Red 150. Got the stizzy locked in the zizzy. Hey, shout out to Pun. Rest in peace. I'm going to get to the super chats in a second, but I got to get this out. I think Pun walked him out. So Tito, I believe, was the favorite to win that fight, and Bernard Hopkins stopped him. The alien. I know a Puerto Rican cat, no bullshit. He said the block was pumping. Big Pun died in 2000. He walked him out for something. I remember that. Or somebody walked him out. I'm pretty sure it was Big Pun. Maybe it wasn't that particular fight. I don't know. But either way, the Puerto Rican cats told me that they had this big block party, and he cried when Tito Trinidad got stopped by B-Hop. So Bernard Hopkins crushed people's dreams. He crushed, man. Ernest Ingram, $10 super chat. What's up, Ego? I had to show the Yay support. That's the Bay Area for all y'all squares. The Yay area. I really enjoy your videos. World War III on Kanye though. Yee. Yeah, man. Kanye tripping. Kanye West, whatever. Hey, that Kardashian curse is real. Because that man been in a sunken place ever since. Get Out and shit. Remember that black dude was running? Why was that motherfucker just running towards the barn at night? The fuck you running for, bro? Hey, what was blood running for? Hey. He was running kind of fast though. Who was that? Why was he doing? Anybody seen Get Out so I can stop doing this pantomime? Motherfucker was running. What was he running like that for? Hey, I started laughing in the theater when I seen that. That shit was funny. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. In the movie Get Out, a motherfucker was running hella quick. Like, what the fuck you running for? He got me hot in this in this sweater. All this running. Hold on. Motherfucker got me hot doing all this running shit. These running pantomimes. Fuck. Yeah, he was doing way too much. Okay. What the fuck you doing? Hey, that's aerobic workout. Fucking you, the T1000, black T1000. I know this hurts, Sarah. called to John. How's Wolfie? You the T-1000 running, Tom Cruise running? The fuck is you doing? Shout out to my guy Deron Heron, another super chat, $10. Good to come to a place of boxing, hip-hop comedy, and occasional call out of coonery. Launch YouTube channel next week. Wish me luck, bro. Yeah, you said you was gonna do that. Do it. Stick with it. Be passionate. Good luck. See, I don't hate. I want everyone to be successful. Start y'all channels. That's what happens when you're a boss. You're not worried about it. I want more people preaching that good gospel. How's Wolfie? The T-1000 cannot form complex machines, guns and explosives, but it can form solid metal shapes, knives, and stabbing weapons. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I mean, does anyone believe, like, is there anyone really out there who wants to argue? Like, and listen, what people don't understand, what they don't understand is this. Even if you really believe that Triple G has a better resume than Bernard Hopkins, and if you believe what ESPN said, he's #1 pound for pound, he's better than Hopkins. Let's say you believe those things, that's fine. But you guys are idiots because you don't realize that you actually put more pressure and you put them under a microscope. Okay, fine. He's better than B-Hop. I don't believe this, but I'm gonna put myself in the role of the people who do. He's #1 pound for pound, and he has a better resume than B-Hop. Then why are you fighting Vanes Martirosyan under any circumstance? Then at least fight a middleweight. You know what I'm saying? So either way, you guys are trapped because it still puts an unfair pressure on that fighter. If he's pound for pound #1 and he's better than Floyd and he's better than B-Hop, better resume, then why is he fighting Vanes Martirosyan? Surely the pound for pound #1 shouldn't fight a guy coming off a 2-year layoff, a loss, and, you know what I mean, managerial promotional problems, right? He's better than B-Hop. B-Hop was like 87 years old, and he's fighting Joe Smith Jr. after the Fonfara fight. He's fighting against Kovalev, and Adonis, he's a real piece of shit. So clearly, a 36-year-old Gennady Golovkin shouldn't be fighting Vanes Martirosyan if he's better than Bernard Hopkins in some capacity, and Bernard Hopkins was 101 Dalmatians years old, he had that alien blood, and he was fighting guys like Kovalev. So either way, you guys are trapped. Ego, you were right. Avengers was good as hell. See, it's a good flick. Yeah, I'm not really with that shock value shit. Yeah, slaves did it on purpose, or whatever the fuck you talking about. Like, you had to do all that for view. I don't have to do that. See, I'm Ego Valley. I'm boxing ego. I'm ego. I don't have to do that. I get views no matter what. I don't have to say nothing crazy that I don't believe. Yeah, the slaves deserved it. Like, these fucking monkeys, I don't have to do all that. So, since nobody agrees with Golovkin, I guess we can move on. Is there, like, just so we have a hot seat, does any, shout out to Askar Hussein, Triple G wouldn't have lasted 3 rounds with Roy Jones Jr. That would be ugly. That style matchup, Golovkin get hit too much. Roy Jones, didn't I just say that? I told y'all to get Triple G. You said Triple G was man. Ain't nobody scared of no Triple G. Like, Pizza Cola, like, that would have been all bad. And then Roy would have been talking shit afterwards. I know Roy. I've interviewed Roy. Roy would have been, didn't I just say that? Like Donald Trump, he said whatever he want. Obama, he couldn't say them things. He couldn't say that. It's like Triple G. Everybody want to race bait, talk about Triple G. Say he was mad. I fight him, I knock him out. I don't get no credit. That's how Roy Jones would have did his post-fight. I didn't want to do this. I would have killed that boy from Kazakhstan by mistake. Shout out to my Roy Jones impression. Donald Trump, he trying to ban the Muslim. He want Mexican to go back to Mexico, try to build a wall. Obama didn't try to build no wall. He didn't want to have no wall. He trying to bring people together. Didn't I just say that? Hey, didn't I just say that? Y'all try to say Triple G was man, he fighting Von the rope. Why you fighting a guy from the limp? I get it. He went to the limp. Roy Jones be talking so fast he don't even like finish his word. They was both in the Olympic 2004. Why he didn't fight them? He could have fought Demetrius Anderson. He went to the Olympic too. He was in the Olympic too. That's how Roy would have said. Von Road never moved to middleweight. He on a 2-year layoff. I get it. He was in the Olympic, but so was Boo Boo Andre. Demetrius Andre was in the Olympics too. Didn't I just say that? So it takes sometimes you take something from me, I'm coming to get back. Now if you beat me, I say, okay, we had a good night. I'm still coming to get it back. But if you beat me dishonestly, I'm coming to get it back. HBO don't want to have me. Every time I'm on the mic, I got to school Jim Lampley and Mac. I'm like, Max, why you do that? Don't do that, Mac. Roy Jones be schooling the fuck out of everybody on the show. Did I just say that? Max said he got hit with an uppercut. It wasn't no uppercut. He didn't get hit with the uppercut. It was a left hook, followed by the uppercut. But the left hook did. Did I just say it? Fuck y'all talking about, man. I run boxing. Didn't I just say that? Roy Jones is the best commentator on HBO, for sure. I told you, Donald Trump, he get behind the mic, he say whatever he want. White privilege. White, he can say that. He got the hair like this. Donald Trump got the hair like this. He can say what he want. Obama got to show the birth certificate. They didn't believe Obama. He mixed, but they didn't want to believe Obama. They didn't want to believe Barack Obama. They didn't want to believe. Y'all must have forgot that I'm tight with these. Y'all must. Shout out to Pensacola, Florida. I got y'all. I'm from the Bay, but Florida, I still got y'all. Now we got to go back. I got some money. I got some money in the bank. Y'all didn't hear the story. Fat Joe, he said lean back. He was talking shit about me. So I seen Fat Joe. I said, what is it? I'm Roy Jones. I mean, you lean back. We talk tonight. I'm like Thanos in the Avengers. We got to get to the money. Go back to the super chats. Dion Smith, $2 super chat. Thank you. Peace up. Bless up. Peace up. A-Town. When you run when you run like that, stick your neck out like Klitschko. Hey, y'all still talking about Klitschko's neck from yesterday. I'm done. Southside Boxing, $5 super chat. Ego, you forgot to say, understand me. That Roy's favorite quote. Roy is funny. I like Roy. Who the fuck is Miguel? What was Miguel talking about? He just got blocked. Yeah, Triple G does have a better resume than B-Hop. Why didn't Team Triple G, listen, didn't I just say that? Why didn't Team Triple G, when Bernard Hopkins called them out factually, then why didn't they fight him? Just beat him all the way. You already beat him in the resume department, so just beat his ass in the ring. Or Andre Ward, there's similarities. They don't fight exactly the same, but there's similarities with what Andre Ward does and B-Hop. They're overall good Hall of Famer fighters. Why didn't you fight Andre Ward then? If you're better than resume-wise, but see, divide and conquer. You notice they say, oh, what happens if B-Hop fought Andre Ward? The black guys, they need to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? You don't care if B-Hop fight Roy Jones. That's all. That's open season for that. But Triple G fighting either one, no. Look at Dragon Kid saying stupid shit. Dragon Kid, you sound stupid. He says something. Where does the comment go? Ego, you were talking shit about B-Hop versus Triple G when it was considered. Okay, since you know so much, quote me. What did I say? Come on, Dragon Kid, you in the hot seat. Let's get it. Since you know so much, what did I say? What was the shit I was talking about B-Hop when it was considered? I was talking shit, according to you. So what did I say? Quote me. Put him on a 15-second timer. We not waiting for these boys. I remember you said it made no sense. Whatever. Hypothetically, let's say I did say that, right? Because first of all, it's a fight that never happened. I knew wouldn't happen. Even if I did say it made no sense, my whole point that I just made was if they feel that he is better resume-wise than Bernard Hopkins, then why don't you fight him when he called you out? So despite what I think, or what you allege that I think, about B-Hop making no sense, my point still remains. If they think they have a better resume and they've toppled and done more in the sport of boxing than Bernard Hopkins, then why don't they fight him? So at the end of the day, my opinion is my opinion. Even I don't even remember saying that. But even if I did hypothetically say that, my point remains. I'm saying if you feel that way about another motherfucker, even if I don't think the fight makes sense. Like here's another example to further put you in the casket. I don't think Mikey Garcia should fight Errol Spence at 147. That I don't think makes sense anytime soon. But Mikey Garcia called out Errol Spence, and he's talking about fighting Errol Spence on more than one occasion. So despite my personal opinion on the fight not really making sense, Mikey's a big name, Errol Spence is a big name. Errol Spence can't get other people, and Mikey's a big name. So even though I don't personally think that fight makes sense, let's see it. If you're going to keep talking about the man, if you're going to keep saying you want to fight him, then let's see it. But I don't personally think Mikey Garcia should be at welterweight in his next couple of fights. And he damn sure I don't think he should fight Errol Spence. So once again, I burned you with your own logic, or what you claim is stuff I said from 2-3 years ago. But either way you slice it, my point remains. My personal opinion, Mikey shouldn't fight Errol Spence. But if he's going to keep bringing him up, fuck it. Let's have at it. Make the fight. If he got that L, put your L's up in the comment section. I told y'all 9-10 times ago, stop fucking with E. I told y'all I got the 9 on me. Stop fucking with me. If he got that L, put your L's up. So my opinion doesn't matter in the grand scheme of it. My opinion is that Mikey Garcia shouldn't fight Errol Spence. I don't really see that being logical. But if he's going to keep calling out Errol Spence, then fuck it. Let's see it. Simple. Hey, shooters, y'all know what to do. Get this Dragon Breath out of here. Dragon Breath got slayed. I'm the one that was spitting fire. Hey. Who are the top 10 rappers? The top 10 guys with bars. Dylon, and Ego. I spit the hot flame. I spit that fire. Get Dragon Kid, Dragon Breath out of here. We Dragon Slayers over here. Get him the fuck up out of here. Get him Ghost. We talk tonight. Dion Smith, $10 super shmoney chat. $10 super chat. Shout out to Ego Shooters with that Steph Curry accuracy. Steph Curry came off the bench and put up over 20. That's how my shooters do. They come off the bench and start clapping. Manuel Gabriel, I see you. $2 super chat. Y'all must have forgot. Didn't I just say that? They want to be down so bad. They want to prove me wrong so bad. I'm the Mike Lowry of boxing. I'm the T'Challa and I'm Ego Killmonger. Y'all ain't fucking with it. Y'all ain't fucking with the bars. So, anyway, he tried to use some shit I allegedly said 4 years ago. I don't even remember what I said 4 years ago on all scenarios. You know what I mean? But even if you do feel that way, my opinion is my opinion. I'm still about that life. Let's see it. You know what I'm saying? So, if Mikey Garcia, I don't think he should fight Errol Spence. But if he really wants that work, then who am I to get in the way and be like, no, Mikey, the fight's not going to happen. Don't do it. That's just my opinion. He shouldn't fight him. We serving out them ale cakes. Who the hell's Mark Tillman? Crawford is a savage for sure. Man, I gotta change this flight, yo. Y'all know I be missing flights for y'all. Hold on. I gotta I gotta switch this flight. I'll get to Vegas I'll get to LA when I get to LA. You know what I mean? We could be fashionably late. This is what we do. Hold on, I'm switching this flight. Boss life, easy work. Didn't I just say that? I'm switching this flight. Hold on. Easy ass work. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, we back. I just switched my flight out. I'm actually by the airport. I'm staying by the airport this time. I don't feel like being hella deep or downtown or Van Nuys or somewhere where I have to travel. I'm staying right by the scene of action, the spots I need to be. So, more expensive, but it's just easier. Cause like, you know, I looked at it like this. My hotel, it'll be a little bit, well, it'd be more to be in a hotel out closer to the airport. But then getting around will also be much easier because I don't even rent cars anymore. The only reason I rented a car for the Lomachenko shit is because it was an hour away. So that's a 2-hour round trip. So I'm not paying no Uber, 2 hours worth of Ubers. But I could Uber around from where I need to be for the low. You know what I'm saying? So I front more for the hotel, but then Ubers will be a lot cheaper getting around, food, you know what I mean? All that's gonna be. Listen, we can move. I appreciate your channel though, real talk. It's a secret society. Shit, ain't no secret. We got over 120,000 people. The secret been out. But I feel what you're saying. It ain't no secret because when the haters get blocked, they still try to come back. So they know what it is. They know what it is. Hey, block Justin Ponce. No questions asked. Shooters, just block him. I'm not here for the foolishness today. Justin Ponce, or whatever the fuck his name is, get him out of here. He don't belong in this secret society. Rich Mafia be quick to clap. He don't even like y'all. Oh my God. We got shooters. This is how you know that we getting there and we getting bigger. Because y'all motherfuckers is snitches. Y'all be snitching on the society, the army. The ego just blocks you if you don't like it. Deal with it. Get over it. It's my channel, my rules. We got a government. I mean, who you telling? Like, you think YouTube is gonna, hey, you can't block people that want to be here? Like, I'm my own boss. So who you going to someone else's channel to snitch on me? What they gonna do? You're a rat. Yeah, but it's nothing like being in front of a rat piece of shit like you. Like, who you ratting to? I don't understand why people tell ego his punk ass will just block you if you don't like what you're saying. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do to stop? Like, this is my channel. Tisk, 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 ego. You cannot block people. Yeah, they be running other channels snitching on me. Ego likes to block you if he doesn't like what you have to say. Like, keep crying. I don't care. I love it. I feast on your tears. You telling another channel that what we doing over here? They're drinking alcohol and they just block you if they don't like it. If they don't like what you're talking about, they're having a party. Like, you a snitch, to be honest. First 48 head ass. You telling what you telling the next channel what I'm doing? What are they gonna do to me? Ego. This is not the way to do it. Like, this is not Mufasa and Simba. They not my daddy. Hold on. Listen. Hold on. Oh, fuck. My Finkley clap. Hold on. I'm going to read the message because I can still look at it. That's funny. Hold on. Mark Tillman 2.0. Fuck ego. He switched it. This Mark Tillman dude got clapped and he came back as Mark Tillman 2.0. Fuck ego is his username. And he said, I got to screenshot this. That's funny. Hold on, let me post a screenshot. He says, I'm back, bitch. Fuck Wrench Mafia. That's my shooter that clapped him. Fuck Wrench Mafia. Y'all some bitches. And fuck ego. You great value, genuine. Y'all some bitches and y'all sensitive. I'll fuck all y'all mamas. And ego, you a bitch. That's why AB talk bad to you. So, listen. They used to call me Genuine in high school, but I'm a great value genuine. Once again, that's a man talking about another man's appearance. But you comparing me to the nigga that made Pony. He was in all the Poom Poom. You're comparing me to an R&B singer. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. They used to call me Genuine. So anxious, dude. So anxious. Hey, I'll be genuine. I'll be genuine all in your yacht. Oh my God, all in your van. 9 o'clock, home alone, paging you, wishing you come. I'll be genuine. So anxious, dude. Yo, Genuine. Make them dance. So anxious, dude. So anxious, dude. Umbada. Ain't none of your friends. We can just go to the bar and late at the afternoon at the shit. So whatever. I'll be great value genuine. He said I'll fuck y'all mamas. What? Is this real life? He said you a bitch. That's okay. Listen, y'all sound stupid as fuck. He said. That's why AB talked bad to you. I asked AB a question that was to help him show that he's willing to fight anyone. And he said, I'm not here to talk about Triple G. And I said, okay. I said, I got you. That was it. That was me getting clowned. But AB that fight week was calling Leonard Ellerby a bitch ass. He called him a bitch ass nigga. What? How is that me getting clowned? AB was going off on people. He called Yuri. There's some guy named Yuri Urine. But hey, I'll take it. If him saying I'm not here to talk about Triple G, if that's me getting clowned, fuck it. AB roasted me. Y'all be desperate as fuck. Y'all be desperate as fuck. That's why AB roasted you. I got an interview with AB. Facts. I'll show you. I'll play it for you. And he's like, man, what's your name? And I said, Ego. He said, okay, you know some stuff about boxing. Man, what are y'all talking about? AB is cool. He ain't never done nothing to me. Shout out to About Billions. Let's get it. Deion Smith, just for reading that Tillman comment. Why you have to come back after you get blocked? Why? Why is it that serious? You just got blocked. Scram. Hey, scram. Go to someone else's channel. Why be back here? You're not wanted. We on some Mean Girls shit. You can't sit with us. What they say on Forrest Gump? Seats taken. remember Forrest Gump trying to sit. Forrest Gump trying to sit on the bus. Seats taken. Like, hey, seats taken. You lost the hot seat. Seats taken, motherfucker. Run, Forrest. Motherfuckers compare me to R&B singers as their insult. You fucking great value, genuine. And he spelled genuine incorrectly. He spelled it like the word genuine. But it's cool. I understand some of you guys dropped out. You don't know how to spell. I told you, people, we working. You fucking great value, genuine, you little bitch. Yeah, that's it. Compare me to an R&B singer who gets the Poom Poom star. That hurts my feelings. It really does. Oh, fuck, this guy compared me to an R&B singer. What do I do? As long as you ain't comparing me to Meatloaf the singer or something. You ain't comparing me to somebody who literally toxic. What's it, Toxic Crusader? Like, it's weird that y'all dudes be judging my looks more than women. But hey, this is the life I chose. Anyway, we can move on from the Golovkin situation because I don't think anyone really believes he has a better resume. Who's a better resume? Adama? Is Adama better than Kelly Pavlik? Now, let's get to other order of business. Like Eminem said, I love pissing you off. It gets me off. Like my lawyer when the fucking judge lets me off. Joshua Wilder walls are closing in. What did how William Shatner do it? The walls are closing in. Toxic Avenger or Crusade? I think there was both. The walls, they are closing in. Frank Warren just said, what is Eddie Hearn doing? I understand Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren don't necessarily have the best relationship. But once again, another person from the UK who's saying, what? $50 million? You think you got Kelsey Grammer? Chelsea Clinton? Google Meatloaf. If you don't know Meatloaf the singer, he was in Fight Club. If you don't know him, you're probably super young and or you're not cultured. And Google it. See, that's what I do when I don't know something. I just Google it. I don't go to a forum and ask the people in there, like, hey, explain this to me. I just do my own research. But hey, that's me. Anyway, walls are closing in. Frank Warren said, what are you doing? Take the money. That's a good offer. Listen, Joshua is the A-side, and Mr. A-side was able to produce 12.5 million flat only to lure Wilder, the last missing link to Joshua's undisputed dreams, to the UK. Meanwhile, the B-side was able to come up with $50 million and a fair percentage split on the back end money, right, to bring him out to America. We know what the better deal is. I mean, if someone said, hey, I'll give you $12 or I'll give you $50, what would you pick? If they said, I'll give you $12,500 or $50,000, all we have to do is just keep moving the decimal point, people. If they said, I'll give you 12.5 million, I'll give you 50 million. What would you choose? What would you do for a Klondike bar? What would you do for 50 mil? Right? Very easy decision. And the walls are closing in. You have David Haye, a British fighter who has an upcoming fight this weekend versus Tony Bellew. I'm looking forward to that. You have Frank Warren from the UK. And everybody's saying the same thing. Right? And here's another thing. This is, you guys, hey, Ego Army, I told y'all I got y'all. We winning this. We winning this one. Because all the stuff we say has been looking more accurate than inaccurate. For example, what if I said from day one since the $50 million offer dropped. Instead of running to a YouTube interview when you heard about the 50 mil, if you truly didn't think the money would be there, then why would you not be trying to facilitate or establish a point of contact with whatever bank, broker, investor, or whatever to make sure that they'll have your money? Like ODB said, bitch better have my money. Like, right? I think I made that sound a little bit like Bill Cosby. I said the bitch better have my money. The bitch, I put the Quaalude to the drink, and the bitch better have my money taking me to court. Sorry for the... I think I'm like becoming Bill. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing the impersonation so much for y'all. I feel like I'm becoming the Bill. Like, you know how Venom, he gets a symbiote suit and he's like, we are Venom. I'm like, we are Bill. They call me Bill Cosby because of the way I put the pill in the drink. She drank it up and did touch the booty and the nipples. I felt good about it. Duh. It's the Jello. She said, what you working with? I pulled down my pants. It's the pudding pop. I got the pudding pop and I put the pudding in the... I put it in the pudding pop. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Hey, what's Bill be talking about? Like, real shit. What? I took her home, met her at the club. We had a couple drinks. I put something in the drink. And I took her home to get the pudding pop. And the pudding... Got the pudding and I put the pudding back in the pudding. Like, stop. We winning this one, Ego Army. Hey, is there a lag? I feel like there's a lag. I can't see the comment. If y'all hear this, type 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Type 5 right now in the comment section. Type 5. I feel like there's a major lag and I can't see the comments. Type 5. I feel like there's a little bit of lag. But anyway, yeah, man, you got people from the UK who are even saying you should be exploring this deal. This is a good deal. Take it. David Hay was like, that's a lot of money to pass up. But like I said from the jump, day one, if Eddie Hearn, what he put out there, this is how you can always tell when someone's being truthful. If he believed the money was not there, why has there been nothing that has come out, nothing that I've seen, nothing that has established that the $50 million won't be there by the time that it needs to be there? I have not seen one shred of proof that the $50 million is in fact a myth. I ain't seen one thing that shows the 50 million is not there. So, who is telling the truth? Team Wilder, they said we got 50 million for you. Eddie Hearn, Team Joshua says we don't think you have 50 million for us. But to this point, as of 125 on May 2nd, I have not seen one shred of proof that the $50 million does not in fact exist. I've not seen anything. I've not seen no interview where he's like, listen, that would be the headline right there. That would be the perfect YouTube headline. Eddie Hearn roasts Team Joshua, or Eddie Hearn rips Team Wilder, the money ain't there. They said the money in the bag, money ain't there. That's the perfect YouTube caption. Like, I would, if he said something like that and that's what happened, that's the perfect title I would use as a YouTuber. I would say, boom, Eddie Hearn shreds, Eddie Hearn rips the fuck out of Team Wilder because the money ain't there. We called. And it would be a picture of Eddie Hearn on the phone, like, you know, you got to put the thumbnail. that would be the picture. I'd be like, Eddie, what have you done for me lately? And Ed would be, that would be my thumbnail. But we haven't heard that. I ain't seen one thing from no interview, no video that says the money ain't in the bag. They lied. Eddie Hearn rips liar Team Wilder. Money ain't there. So I'm gonna have to assume the money is there, because that would be the first thing I would try to prove to call someone's bluff. If someone said I got 50 million for you, and I'm like, you ain't got 50 mil for you, that would be the first thing I try to establish. I'm not doing YouTube video. I'm not saying, oh, hey, the money, hypothetically, mythically, it might be there. Rhetorically speaking, it might be there. Hypothetically, I'm not doing all that. If I don't think the money's there, that's the first bluff I'm calling. And to this point, I haven't seen anything. Hey, Ronald Finkley, no, passive student. I don't think he's thinking of it like that. He's saying, why would Wilder be bluffing? Finkley. He's saying, why would Wilder be bluffing if they didn't really have 50 million, to the point where he would get ethered. If you say you have 50 million and then Eddie Hearn makes a call and proves that you don't have 50 million for this fight, then that would be, and I agree with him. That doesn't make any sense. Stop the presses. Sarah Valdez is back. Fine ass Sarah Valdez. Everybody bow down. We're not worthy. Remember Wayne's World? We're not worthy. Sarah Valdez, we're not worthy. Okay? We know you're fine. Just deal with this, Sarah Valdez. Come to death row, baby. We're not worthy. Swing. Shout out to Wayne's World, man. This is Ego's world. I'm back. I'm back better than ever. Better with cheddar. Better, I'm clever. Meat cleavers. We got a female up in here. Don't be creeps. But everybody type, we're not worthy. We're not. Everybody just say, we're not worthy. Sarah Valdez in the building. We're not worthy. But yeah, man, this whole Wilder, Joshua, just fight. Really. Back today to curve you guys harder than Joshua's curving Wilder. Just kidding. Oh, Sarah got jokes. See, that makes you even better looking, Sarah Valdez, because you're funny. We like funny, Sarah. We like funny. You know when dudes start acting all different because a girl comes, like, you be playing video games with your friend and a girl comes over to the house you're at. Oh, hey, Sarah. Like, start acting all like, why is he acting like that? He was not doing this 5 minutes ago. Motherfuckers be acting hella stupid. Oh, it's Sarah. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why did you just switch up? I'd be seeing, like, I've been slacking. I ain't been working out, but some of the dudes at the gym, they had no game. They be acting like stalkerish with the girls. Like, I get it. She got yoga pants. She look good, but when I go to the gym, I'll be about my business. I don't give a fuck who walk in. I let the girl holler at me or something. Like, I'm trying to work out. It already takes enough to even get the energy to, you know what I mean, the dedication to be in the gym. So I just go do me. I figure other people think of it the same way. You know what I mean? It takes enough to get here after working a hard day and whatever. So I just leave people alone. Some dudes be making all these noises. Like, you curling like 15 pounds. You doing too much. Like, what the fuck? Or they be like, bitching. I've had my shit pushed it. Like, really? Like, making all them war cries and shit. This is Sparta. Like, yeah, I ain't never seen no fine woman before. You gotta play it smooth. Be an alpha male. Play it smooth. Just be on your Drake shit. Be like, I'm not new to this. You know what I'm saying? Act like you've been here before. Anyway, walls are closing in. Wilder Joshua makes a fight. Charlo. Period. Deion Smith, $2. Let your soul glow. What else y'all got? Hey, Canelo got some new shoes. That shit look wet. Look at Canelo's shoes. And them shits is hard. Canelo's shoes is hard. I'm not new to this. Hey, Canelo's shoes go hard. The Stream King. They decent. Hey, y'all motherfuckers be hating. Where your shoes at? Derek Hopkins. Where your shoes at? Payless. Canelo got them retro cleanse. Them retro clenbuterols. Them concrete cleanse. Yeah, man. The walls are closing in with this whole Wilder Joshua. You got people from the UK who are saying take the fight. No, they're not Under Armour. I think it's a company in Mexico. Those shoes is clean. Hey, listen. Shout out to Canelo. That man's a boss. That man's suspended dropping shoes. Hey, let me say it again. Smash the like button. My dude, Ike was bought me at a. Shout out to my dude, Born Ready. The motherfucker is suspended, dropping flames in the shoe game. Y'all don't hear me. He is suspended. That's supposed to be a punishment. Like, you ain't get no money. Serves you right. The motherfucker's dropping shoes. He's dropping shoes. Well, he's suspended. Like, listen. Hey, Canelo, I feel you, dog. That's a hustler move. That motherfucker came, oh, yeah, okay, you motherfucker. Yeah, you want to suspend me, huh? You think I'm not going to eat? I paired up with a company in Mexico. Guess what we dropping? Flames. I'm dropping flames on all you bitches. Zapatos. Shoe game. Shoe game, nigga. My dude Canelo, he dropping shoes. He got colorways. Hey, look, he got different colors. Canelo said he the LeBron of this. Hold on. Look. Hey, my dude Canelo got. Canelo got the black and red. Oh my gosh. Canelo got the 13s. The motherfucker got black and red. Come on, Oz. Yo, can you do the Bill Cosby impersonation? I just did it. Laughing my ass off. Business Brains, $5 super chat. The money's in the bag and everybody knows it. We all talking about Al PBC Heyman to be exact. UK fans, get your mind right. Hashtag fuckboy shit. Listen, I don't even have to do too much because y'all know who's winning this. Eagles Army, we've been delivering reliable information. Reliable perspectives. Like, once again, for the new viewers, listen. People keep, like, listen, this is how you know they're losing. The fans. that are saying this, because they're acting like it's a total blind deal. What? This is stupid. This is so stupid. Why would anyone sign a contract without knowing? This is stupid. Right? If you have to reach to make your point, then you already know you're lying. You know what I'm saying? You're backed into a corner. Nobody's asking him to just sign his name on a piece of paper with no knowledge of the deal. This is the money he asked for. So that's the major portion of the deal. So they're saying we figured out the major point that has created contention and dissonance between two camps. We've already have that figured out. We came up with the amount of money you said you would need to take the fight tomorrow, or as Canelo would say, mañana, right? So that's the whole thing here. It's not no complete blind contract and who's gonna agree. They're just asking you to agree to the money that you said you would agree to in order to take the fight till tomorrow or tomorrow. And he won't do that, because that's how you know. Bottom line, I think Eddie Hearn wasn't expecting this. I think Eddie Hearn wants to fight in the UK to give Joshua the best crowd advantage and the best confidence, and not have to have time zone difference and acclimate to a new area. Any strategic advantage. It's a pissing contest. You know what I mean? That's what it is, and that's what it boils down. And if he can help it, he wants to stall it out longer. He already told you that. Why should we fight a massive risk, massive Joshua, massive commiserate? Like, he already told you that. He said it on camera. I ain't gotta say it. You guys go research it. Eddie Hearn's like, we'll fight. Why fight a massive risk for massive commiserate? Like, why fight a massive risk for similar money when we could fight this guy for unsimilar money? Like, come on, man. Y'all know what it is. Like, stop. You guys are backed up into a corner. You're not making sense. Everybody sees it. Everybody's taking it. And I honestly think Hearn didn't expect this. He didn't expect them to come up with that type of loop. So he wouldn't have been in this position had they not done that. Massive risk. Massive commitment. Like, just get in there, get up in there with that massive risk. Who cares? You get massive respect from massive fans. How about that? We gonna switch to massive. They say it's a massive risk. You get massive respect, and you get massive fanfare and massive people who want to see this. That's the massive I'm talking about. So, you know what I mean? I think that's what threw this whole thing for a loop. They didn't expect this. They didn't like all that. Yeah, let's just do these interviews on Sky Sports and IFL TV. They didn't expect an actual legit counter offer. See, listen, this is another reason why you wouldn't expect it. Massive reward too, I agree. There's another reason why they didn't expect this. They didn't expect it because this is the B side who able to produce an A side type of deal. The B side found some kind of way to facilitate a deal that only an A side in the past would be able to put together, a bundle, a package that only an A side in the past would be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I worked retail my whole life before this, and I was a salary manager at Lowe's, but there were some things like certain discounts or some things that were above my pay grade. So the only person in the store that really could make that call with certain customer care issues would be the store manager, because it would be like a huge loss, a massive loss. And you know what I'm saying? So the store manager was like, I'm not putting my job on the line to give this person this $20,000 tile and flooring job for free because there was some kind of issue. Only the store manager can give that type of discount. I could give them something like 10% or some free accessories, crown molding and stuff, but I'm not, I can't approve a deal like that. So that's what caught Eddie Hearn and Team Joshua off guard, is because you had a B side who, the first time in history that I can think of, the B side presented this massive deal that only A side, that was usually reserved for the A sides. You know what I mean? When have you ever seen a fucking B side offer the A side that type of money? Name one time in history. See, I know I'm making too much sense for you, and I know it hurts. I know it burns. Like Bodie said in Point Break. Tyler, she really cares about you, bud. I know you want to catch me so bad it's like acid in your mouth. But not this time, Utah. I know it's like acid in your mouth, but you can't do shit about it because you know what's right, you know what's real, and you know the army is strong. We working. Name, that's my question. I got $100 for anybody who tells me the answer to this that's factual and all checks out. $100 right now. Cold hard cash, PayPal, Venmo, it don't matter. I do transactions on both. Name one time aside from this in boxing history where the B-side, the known B-side, offered somebody $50 million guaranteed or better and 50%. Free money. Name a time where a known B-side did that. And you won't, because they already said if Joshua were to take this deal, everything checked out, and they did take the deal, this would be the highest guaranteed purse from any heavyweight in heavyweight history. We're talking about a division, an elite division that has had some of the best boxers that boxing has ever seen have graced that heavyweight division. You know what I mean? Rocky Marciano, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Larry Holmes, Lennox Lewis. I don't know if I said Mike Tyson, but I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy. Mike Tyson, he wasn't even receiving those places. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson, Wilder, Foreman. Motherfuckers, Foreman selling Foreman grills and still didn't get that kind of guarantee. What are you talking about? Frank Bruno, Ray Mercer, Tommy Morrison. None of them have ever received a guaranteed purse like that. So, that's what it is. This is what caught them off guard. They came up with a large chunk of change. You know, she said she'd do something strange for a little piece of change. She says just from the back. I ain't never had that. That's why they're off guard. And now they have to scramble to switch up what they've said. Oh my gosh, Passive Student is on fire. Passive Student, I've said this too, but credit to Passive Student, he just brought it up right now. AJ has not been vocal since the offer was made. That's what I'm saying. Like these are all, even though circumstantial evidence, to me, circumstantial evidence is something you have to consider at the very least. If AJ really wants this fight, and Wilder did 2 videos announcing the fight, Eddie Hearn confirmed the email. See, you guys are fucking trapped. That's what it is. And you guys know it. Because you notice the real motherfuckers like me that really care about boxing, we're not switching our standpoints. The standpoint has been the same thing. But them, the other side, they're the ones switching. At first, they said the offer was not real. They're like, oh yeah, it's a publicity stunt. Eddie Hearn confirmed he got the email. They said the email wasn't real. Right? Oh no, he didn't even send nothing. He just got on, did an Instagram video and said he sent the email, but he didn't send it. Then Eddie Hearn confirms it. Whoops. We can't use that anymore because Eddie Hearn confirmed he got the email from Deontay Wilder, just as Deontay Wilder said. What the hell? Money Pal the Third. I seen your super chat. Thank you. And it says a 5 pounds. So I'm like, why is it a 5 pound? He said, what's up? We're over here in London for the Hay Bellew fight. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, how's he sending a pound? Money Pal Fourth will be on the undercard. Wow. The public workout today was massive. Good luck to y'all. I didn't know you guys were fighting on the undercard. But breaking news. Man, respects. Money Pal working hard. The Powell team, the Money team. I respect it. But that's dope. Yeah, make sure you guys check out the Hay Bellew. That should be a good fight. See what's what from the first fight. So I hope all is well out there. But yeah, I mean, this is what caught them off guard, in my opinion. They didn't expect a B. When have we ever seen a B-side? That's like Golovkin. Golovkin was offered $15 million flat. He didn't counter offer like, yo, Canelo, I got 50 million large for you, guaranteed. Even if I beat your ass, you can have 50 million and 50% of the purse. But you don't think Canelo would take that? You don't think Canelo would take 50 million? He got 5 million guaranteed to fight Floyd. You don't think Canelo would take 50 million? What are we talking about, people? And Canelo's a very big star as well. Fuck all the clenbuterol drama and all that. He's a big star. You don't think if Golovkin countered with 50 million, like that, put it in perspective, people. If Golovkin got 15 million flat, and then Tom Loeffler somehow had deep pockets like Al Heyman got deep pockets, and he came up and said, yo, Canelo, we'll give you 50%, 50-50, and we get to pick the venue in America. You don't think Canelo would take that? Of course he would take it, because he didn't get 50 million for the first fight. He didn't get 50 million for the first fight, and he took it. So of course he's gonna take 50 million guaranteed. Like, come on, man. You guys are getting crushed, and you know it. I told you, I'm Thanos. I'm the new Thanos. Thanos of boxing. We taking over worlds, galaxies, planets. I need them infinity stones. I need them stones. I'm so frustrated right now. Floyd would take 50 million. Man, who wouldn't take 50 million? Austin Powers would take 50 million. He'd be like, yeah, baby. Who throws a shoe on his leg? Everybody would take 50 million. He from the UK too. Austin Powers, he would have took 50 million. It's a massive fight. Who throws a shoe? Honestly. Like, who wouldn't take 50 million? I'm not a player. I just crush a lot looking ass. Who, me? These dudes be infatuated with the way I look. This is crazy. What are you talking about? I'm talking about Joshua Wilder. You talking about me, my facial features or whatever. Anyway, that's what Eddie Hearn didn't expect. And then you have fans that the email wasn't real. Then Eddie Hearn confirms the email was real. Then Eddie bounces to, oh, hey, the money might not be secure. Then they say, agree to the money. And then once we get that locked in, we'll meet up and I'll prove to you that the money's true. And then we still haven't heard anything come out where the money is been proven to be fake. You guys are just getting bodied left and right, pillar to post. You guys are getting bodied with this. Because once again, if you had a sound argument, you're not going to have to bounce around so much. You don't have to bounce around like on your argument. Your talking points can remain the same. Like Triple G versus Charlo. I've said it. I'm on record saying it's a good fight. He's a mandatory now. I would love to see that fight. Right? So I've stayed true to that. I'm not going to keep bouncing around and saying it's a good fight this week and then next week I'm going to say it's a piss poor fight. Because I don't feel like that. I feel it's a good fight last week. I feel it's a good fight this week. I felt it was a good fight 6 months ago. When he first moved up to middleweight, I thought it was a good fight. But again, just listen to the fans. We don't even have to gloat because Ego Army, we did this. You know what I mean? We don't have to even it just, proof is in the pudding. As Bill Cosby would say, the proof is in the pudding. Eddie Hearn said this, and he said the email wasn't real, and then they confirmed that the email was real. It's the pudding. Like, you know what I mean? The proof is in the pudding. Why are they bouncing? First, the email's not real. Then he proves that the email is real. Then I don't think the money's real. It's a PR stunt. Then he hasn't been able to prove that the money was a PR stunt and wasn't real. Then he say, oh, they want us to meet up. They just want you to lock in to what you agreed to. Once you do that, you can call their bluff and say, met with them, money wasn't real. All we had is a verbal agreement and a piece of paper from a guy from Alabama, and they lied. No deal. And there would be no recourse for Team Wilder to pursue any kind of legal matters and pain and suffering. What pain and suffering did you do if you met up and then you never even agreed to anything beyond verbally agreeing to the email stipulations? You know what I mean? Don't insult my intelligence. Please don't do that. Don't get these jokes twisted. Don't get me wearing glasses twisted. You know what I mean? Don't get anything twisted into thinking that I don't have intelligence, that I'm not smart, because that's the worst mistake you'll ever make. You know what I mean? So it's just an insult of intelligence. 50 million we are interested in. Okay, then agree to it like you said you would, and you'll fight tomorrow for it and get the rest of the stuff rocking. They don't want to do that. And like I said, the fans keep bouncing around from different points because they know they're cornered. This is what, like, listen, I'm not like the Orkin man, but this is what I would imagine happens with what are the people called, like pest control people that spray and lay pesticides and traps and stuff. This is what happens. The rat doesn't want to get trapped. You think the rat's just like, I give up here. They like cuff me. No, the rat's not. The rat's like, oh fuck. They got this pest control people and they're trying to eradicate all vermin and rodents, and you know what I mean? They're gonna dip through the walls and climb here and try to chew through shit and chew their leg off. You know what I mean? Do whatever they can do. Exterminators, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Right? Exterminators, exactly. And Wilder, he called it to his credit. He said, we're gonna smoke them out. And that's what's happening. And like I said, when you have an exterminator, the rat's not trying to get caught, or the whatever, roaches, whatever the fuck it is. Name one pest, rodent, insect, or whatever where you see a flock of roaches. I don't know what you call a group of roaches and shit, but a gang of roaches. You know what I'm saying? And then the roaches is like, we surrender, don't shoot. Like, nah, they trying to scatter. You put lights on, and motherfuckers running across people, and they're trying to get away. The Orkin man. Orkin man. Yeah, the roaches ain't trying to get caught. The rats ain't trying to get caught. And that's what you fans are. And we coming to exterminate you. You guys aren't trying to get caught in your lies. But you know you're lying. And we will find you. I am the Orkin man. You know what I mean? And that's why they're shifting from point A to point B to point X to point F, back to point Z, and then going back to point B. It's like, this is what happens. And like I said, roaches, rodents, vermin, a fucking owl, whatever, if it's trapped in the house, he's not trying to get caught. And that's how you fans are. You guys, tell the truth. Tell the truth. You gotta tell the truth. You know you lying. Why would you, like, listen, and this is how I know they're lying too. When it came to Wilder getting an offer that is clearly not as good as the 50 million, 50% won't Wilder offer, but the 12.5, they said Wilder should just take the offer. Why does he just take the offer? And if he takes the offer and he's so confident he can beat AJ. He thinks he can beat AJ, then he'll have all of the control in the rematch. Ramsey says Ego just lost a fan. I don't care. Because you're not explaining what I'm saying is wrong. Okay, before we lose you, step in the hot seat. You talking about you lost a fan? I don't care. Because you wasn't no fan of mine. If you're not a fan of the truth, you're not a fan of mine. Period. Motherfucker. And the fact, this is how I know. Once again, Ramsey just showed himself to be the. Oh, he says now he's saying I'm not talking about you. Well, what fan did I lose? See you playing game. This is not a game you want to play because you almost got caught in the crosshairs. The Eagles army and the shooters was on you. Look, they calling you name. Hey, everybody fall back, stand down. He's backtracking. It was a cat in the comment. Bro, that's not something you want to get crossed up because it looked like, look, you see the shooters are on you. They was like, Ramsey, like, I'm telling you, we got a system here. You should outline what you say because we think you're talking about us. But anyway, bottom line is this. They backtrack and they squirm from answer to answer. And people, when it came to Wilder, they said, yeah, just take his 12.5, that's 5 to 6 times what he's ever received. And then he can get the rights and all the power in the rematch. right? Now Joshua gets an even greater offer that sounds a bit more fair. And then they say, oh no, he should not agree to it, to set up the meeting where they'll prove everything, and then they can iron out the rest of the steps. So why did you tell Wilder to do it when it was a much more shallow offer? Why did you do that? You know what I mean? Why did you tell Wilder to take 12.5 million? You know what I mean? Why did you tell him to take 12.5 million, and then when it comes to the Joshua, you're not telling him to take it. You're saying, oh no, you proof of funds, show us the money. The money can't be serious. This is a publicity stunt. And listen, this is how you know Ego's army is killing. Because ain't nobody put no battery in my back. I'm telling you how I feel. I don't wait for Al Heyman, who doesn't do interviews. I don't wait for Wilder. I don't wait for Shelly Finkel. I come up with my own points looking at the situation objectively. But a lot of you guys, you repeat verbatim things Anthony Joshua says, like to a T, things Eddie Hearn says. So you're not a free thinker. You're not thinking on your own. You're waiting for Eddie Hearn to do a Fight Hype interview or a Sky Sports interview or whatever, and for him to state his opinion, and then you just run with his logic. And this is why you guys get jammed up, because you're running with another person's objectives and their logic, and they're off camera. They say whatever they said, and then they off camera. And Eddie Hearn's a millionaire, right? But you stuck here, and you got to fend for yourself in the hot seat against Ego's army. So you stuck. Eddie Hearn's living comfortable. Him and his family, I'm sure of it, right? But you not. And you got to take over the logic that you took from somebody else, and now you got to argue their points. I'm telling you. That's why it pays to think for yourself. Like I said, I don't wait for Wilder to do a video and then that's my talking points. You guys, a lot of you guys say exactly, oh, it's a PR stunt. So conveniently, you say the same verbiage and it's a PR stunt after Eddie Hearn says it's a PR stunt. You know what I mean? Joshua would be like, oh, man's like him selling his belt. And you'd be like, man's like him selling his belt. Like, you guys are parrots. That's all you do is just copy what the next person says. I'm not copying. I'm not like, if me and someone else agrees, that's cool. But I don't wait for nothing. I don't wait for nobody to come up with my standpoints because I'm a free thinker. You know what I mean? I don't need Wilder to coax me into saying something, or if he brings up a good point, I'll talk about it. You know what I mean? Or Shelly Finkel brings up a good, I'll talk about it. But I don't just sit up here and wait for them to give my bullet points. You know, it's like, here's a good analogy for you guys. Remember when George Bush, he would struggle reading? Y'all talk all this shit about Floyd Mayweather struggling to read. George Bush had his struggle. He was the president of the United States. But anyway, because he's relying on a teleprompter. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, my fellow Americans, we are here to, and then if the teleprompter fucked up, then he's doing that Klitschko neck, because you're relying on a teleprompter. This is freestyle. Like, I could do whatever I want. Like, there's no teleprompter. There's no like person, closed caption, bouncy ball. I'm just coming up with this. This is a freestyle. Meanwhile, this is a freestyle, but we're trying to get that pay style. We're trying to get paid now. Like Eddie Hearn, 50 mil. Eddie Germ, burn. Oh my God, let me stop bars. But I don't have a teleprompter. My fellow American. And then when the teleprompter fuck up, you don't know what to say. $5 super chat. The money just keep coming in, people. Thank you. And I just bought something new, so we got new gear for the channel. You should see it real soon. Or you'll see the effects of it real soon. We working, I promise you that. K Tillman, 2002, $5 super chat. Thank you. Every time you speak on Eddie Hearn, AJ, you should pay the DuckTales cartoon Ego's Army. Wow. He brought it back. DuckTales, woo! Hell nah, Scrooge McDuck. That was my shit. So anyway, like, I'm not out here waiting for talking points. You guys can't wait for Eddie Hearn to do the next interview. You can't wait for it because you don't have nothing to say until he says it. Because you guys are parrots. He'd be like, it's a PR stunt. Ah, PR stunt, nevermore. Y'all some fucking parrots. He'd be like, oh, Walter never sent me a contract. Ah, Walter never sent a contract. Polly want a cracker. You guys are fucking parrots. I ain't no parrot. You just wait for it. Oh, fuck. You probably hitting the refresh button. When's Eddie Hearn going to do his next interview so I have something to say? I don't know what to talk about. Eagles Army's on my ass. What am I going to do? And then you hit that refresh. Yes! Eddie Hearn has a new interview. I got new talking points. And Eddie Hearn's like, I need to know the money's secure. How do we know the money's secure? Ah, money's not secure. PR stunt. Ah, nevermore. Y'all some fucking parrots, yo. And this is why we run the game. Mark my words, I told you we would rule this game with an iron fist. You guys really literally repeat every single talking point from that side. But like I said, you're not there. They're protecting their assets. You know what I mean? From a business perspective, right or wrong, I understand it because Eddie Hearn has something to lose here. If Wilder knocks out Joshua, then his cash cow could have been making, you know what I mean? Like, let's say there wasn't fan pressure for this Wilder Joshua fight. Then Eddie Hearn would probably make fights that he'd be more comfortable with than Wilder. Eddie Hearn, AJ versus Povetkin, AJ versus Kubrat Pulev, because I think he's high ranking, AJ versus Gerald Miller, and extend this. You know what I mean? But there's so much pressure, he's not going to be able to do that. And the crazy thing is this. The crazy thing is Eddie Hearn is actually like, anybody seen the movie with Johnny Depp called Public Enemies? Yo, where are my movie heads? Anybody seen the Johnny Depp Christian Bale movie called Public Enemies? George has. Okay, anybody else? Great film, exactly. That's probably my favorite genre. Crime, drama, like gangster flicks, like, you know what I mean? Casino. I asked you, when the fuck did I ask you? Get this through your head, you motherfucker, you. Joe Pesci be going bad. Goodfellas, New Jack City, you know what I mean? That kind of genre. Public Enemies is a great film. Johnny Depp did a very good job. Same with Christian Bale. But anyway, see, we be speaking history here. You know what I mean? I give you guys some perspective. Unlike these other people, they do a PR stunt. Ah, never mind. Right? Anyway, Johnny Depp in this Public Enemies movie, he plays John Dillinger. Very nefarious, notorious criminal throughout history. But if you read history, you'll know that John Dillinger had an ego on him. No pun intended. They said he was like kind of cocky. So he would do stuff as a criminal where he would taunt law enforcement. You know what I mean? Christian Bale and just the different people who were on the active pursuit to capture him. You know what I'm saying? Because he was just cocky. He felt probably in his own untouchable, invincible. So there's a scene in the movie where John Dillinger, played by Johnny Depp, he goes into they're looking for him. There's pictures that say wanted John Dillinger, blah 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 reward, and he's like, it's an all points bulletin after this man, right? And John Dillinger, like I said, based on his deposition, like based on his mentality or whatever, he was cocky like that. He wanted to prove that he can taunt you and still get away with it. He was like an outlaw. There's a scene in the movie, he goes into the police station where he's a wanted man. He's on the news and wanted posters and shit. And he's like playing around and like sitting in the desk and shit. Like, who would do that? Who would sit in the desk of the police, police station or whatever, knowing that they're trying to capture you and you're a wanted man and you're a fugitive? And he's sitting up here in the desk, like chilling, like me, like he's doing a live stream, just chilling, playing with stuff, looking at pictures. And he's on the news, and they're looking for him. And he's in the police station in the officer's desk just chilling, right? Now I say that to say this. This is what Eddie Hearn is doing. He's being John Dillinger because he's telling you what he feels, the real things he feels in certain interviews, and then he's actually saying something completely different, and then he's getting away with it. He told you, why would we fight a massive risk like Deontay Wilder when we could fight fucking Glass Joe for similar money? He told you this. John Dillinger style. He told you this. And then he'll tell you that Wilder's ducking the fight. And then you guys just, no. Eddie's a great promoter. Like, he is a good promoter, but he's telling you that. He told you that Wilder, his team, and Wilder don't want to fight. And then he did an interview a week later, and he said Wilder does want to fight. He said Joshua definitely wants to fight. I do believe Wilder wants to fight. Jokari says not true. What's not true? What's not true? We got a hot seat right here. What's not true? See, this is what they do, people. Not true. No explanation, not exposing me or saying what wasn't true. Just simply not true. You ever seen the Eddie Murphy Raw? He's like, he was basically saying when you put it down on a girl, like put it down, he is like, you could do anything. He said, I had a friend or whatever. He got caught cheating. He came out of the girl's house and she was like, what are you doing in that bitch's house? I seen you. And he's like, it wasn't me. She's like, the bullshit. I fucking seen you walking out of that girl's house. Hey, wasn't me. That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. Not true. What's not true? Hey, wasn't me. So everything I said just then is not true, but you're not telling me what's not true. These dudes don't want the hot seat. They only here to cause distractions. But yeah, man, Eddie Hearn's on some John Dillinger stuff. He's telling you the truth, and then he's mixing it up and convoluting it with other things. And then, hey, wasn't me. Like, hey, why would you offer him $12 million? This is it could be upwards of $100 million. I don't know what you're talking about. Who said it? I think if it happens this summer, it's a $40 million fight. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Wasn't me. But you did an interview with The Telegraph, and you said that you think it'll be bigger than Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis, which did over $100 million. Hey, wasn't me. And this is what you guys accept. Yo, I'm out. I'm not missing no more flights for dumb shit. To argue dumb shit. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know the ego army. You know the army's running shit. So you can play dumb all you want. Wilder should take $12 million and just accept it. Call their bluff. Okay, now Joshua got offered more money and a fair deal, but he shouldn't just take the meeting, agree to it and take the meeting and then figure out the rest. Hey, wasn't me. I'm out. Let me know your thoughts. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. I gotta finish packing. Thank you for the super chats, the support, the great conversation and talk. Yeah, Ocampo, I seen that. He looked a little bit bigger than Errol Spence. He's still getting broke down. But hey, he's an unknown commodity. Maybe we'll see if he could do like a Selesky did with Daniel Jacobs, put him in a compelling, competitive fight, even though he doesn't have a huge name. But to me, Selesky, I've seen him. I haven't seen nothing from Ocampo. But he is bigger physically than Errol Spence. Shout out to Errol Spence. He's not playing no games. He's growing in fame and he's still like trying to fight top shelf work. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Shout out to the shooters always holding it down. And I'm going to continue to hold it down. It's fight week. Golovkin versus Vanes Martirosyan. David Haye versus Tony Bellew rematch. Some great fights. Keep it locked on the channel. We working, people. Don't let them distract you. All the haters, all that, all these sidebar conversation. Y'all know what it is. And y'all know we working. Stay tuned. Peace out, y'all.